This is the situation. I'm in a collab playing a 40k version of an older game show called Jeopardy. I had never heard of it.
But anyway, today we're not playing Warhammer. Today we're playing Warhammer Jeopardy quiz show thing. It's not like 100% Jeopardy. I'm not going to force you guys to answer in the form of a question because I don't want to pull people off on technicalities. We're just going to ask questions.
That's good. It helps that I don't know the rules of Jeopardy.
We'll just throw you in at the deep end then.
You can watch the whole thing on Astra's channel, but here is the behind the scenes. This is my story of what happened that day. Now, points don't matter in UK panel game shows. We're all aware it's about getting the people in a place and them being fun. Points matter in other places. Like a United States panel show, like Whose Line Is It Anyway, will state that it doesn't matter about the points because that is unusual in their understanding of the format. Well, the points matter to me. I have been playing 40k since 2nd edition and I rarely do lore. If I may be real for a moment, I had to make one character trait of mine stand out. This is how you get remembered in a short span of time, like in a collab. This is work as well as fun for me. I was never going to be the popular one compared to the other 3 contestants. I have to know my place, which is right here next to them. Knowing firsthand how unhinged Paul is, I was never going to be the funny one. At best, I would appear as an Ernie Wise to Paul's Eric Morecambe. A good comedy duo, but people think of Morecambe as the funny one. So I have to be the smart one. This is a chance to look good in front of you, and the stakes are high.
If any of you lose to me, then you have to give me your channel.
Well, that just ramped up in intensity. So who are these fine fellows risking their channel alongside me?
We've got Bricky.
I just uploaded a League of Legends highlight, so you know I'm doing abysmal.
What year is that?
Life's getting you down, Bricky.
It's a rough one out here.
We have Bricky, who is able to take a massive amount of convoluted, contradictory 40k lore and make it understandable and interesting to a general audience. That takes skill. Massive props to him for being able to do that. There's a reason a lot of VTubers like to react to it. What he says is very digestible. I have done my own reaction to it, but that was less good and more of a, okay, no, but actually, here's what happens. Because like I said, I know so many things. I know lots of things about lots of things, I just don't know everything about everything.
We've got Shagrot.
Hello. If he's a goblin, then we can do like the Spider-Man 4 villains meme. That's perfect.
Me and the boys.
Yeah. Much as Bricky may be sometimes known for his League of Legends content, Shagrot was initially known for his Plants vs. Zombies, before starting a new channel, Shagrot Side Quests, where he talks about his love for the Slaneshi where he talks about his love of the Emperor's Children, and makes amusing, unfiltered videos about 40k there. We like Shagrot.
We've got Christian.
Hello. He's alright. He's better if you're into Sisters, or Gene Stealer Cultist, or Deathwatch, or Imperial Agents. Otherwise, he really needs to keep it together.
And lastly, but not leastly, we have Paul, who is bad at stuff.
Paul is a super nice guy. He started with Dark Eldar and Thousand Sons, didn't paint them, got some Centurions, failed at everything he ever did, but failed upwards. He never learns from his mistakes, but other people can. And he's able to make playing 40k relatable to people. We chat together and get on well. But not today. He is the enemy.
So, if you get the answer correct, you get control of the board. You get to pick the next question. When I've shown the question, you guys will buzz in to answer. Here's our board. So we have 5 categories today, each with 6 questions, and then Final Jeopardy after the fact. For those of you that don't know how Final Jeopardy works, we'll get to that eventually.
The absence of this information would prove integral to my downfall.
For the rest of them, it's just you get however many points that it says on the tin. There is some special rules in some of the categories, and I'll explain those once someone's picked them.
And so the game begins! And as the person that plays the most 40k, not only the one that talks about 40k the most, I get to go first.
Who was the last person to play a game of 40k?
Not me.
I played one on Saturday.
Anyone able to beat Saturday? Christian by default. A small thing for Jeopardy. Generally speaking, the higher point questions are harder questions.
I was going to ask, is there any reason not to just pick the most points?
So when you pick, you won't be the first to answer. It'll just be whoever buzzes first. So you won't necessarily get to be the first to answer because you picked it. But also, if you buzz in and try to answer and get it wrong, you lose that many points.
Ooh.
Oh, speed run to the bottom, boys. Let's go.
Well, I'll go with whatever Gene Seed Jousting is. That seems appropriate for me. Let's go for the 500 points one.
So, before I click this, Gene Seed Jousting as a category, before you see what the prompt is, I would like you to pick an opponent.
I'll take Bricky.
All right. So, once you see the category, you will be alternating naming something that fits the category listed until one of you fails to do so. He picked 500, so whoever wins will take 500 points from the person who loses. Since Christian picked it, I'll let him start. So the 500 points is Ordos of the Inquisition.
Okay, Malleus.
Xenos.
Hereticus.
See, the name escapes. It's a Cronus or something time related.
I will take Kronos. Yeah.
There's the order that looks at one specific star. The Order Tyrannos. It's the Tyrantine Cabal that looks at Tyrannic star. I don't know if that's actually one.
I don't have that on my list of Ordos from the wiki. So I believe...
It's from the Dark Heresy role-playing game. Yes, the Tyrantine Cabal isn't an Ordo, it's a Cabal, it's a different collective of Inquisitors. Like a collection of Vtubers can be called a collab, or a collection of Vtubers can be called a brain cell. But Astra, the host, didn't say it was incorrect, just that it wasn't on his list. And I don't know the rules of Jeopardy. I don't know if you keep going until you say you can't name one. So I had another go with the Ordo Hydra. Okay, I'll pick a different one.
Okay,
the Ordo Hydra.
I mean, he knows what it is, but I'm just looking at the wiki and it's not listed on there. But the Order of the Hydra.
Yeah, the Ordo Hydra. Definitely not an Alpha Legion one. Is that not on the wiki?
It's not on the wiki.
The Ordo Hydra is an order, but also isn't. It depends on when in the timeline. It might have been a plan to get rid of the Chaos Forces by creating a psychic entity that can defeat Chaos, or it might have been an Alpha Legion psyop to create a fifth Chaos God. Both are true at the same time. It's like, is Cadia a planet or collective dust for the vacuum? And I picked these unusual ones because it's like Dolphins. I really want to show off that I know the obscure stuff. So rather than going through a list of the basic ones, the ones that oversee each of the different branches of the Imperium, you pick the weirder stuff that make people go, is that real? And yes, it is. But also isn't. It's the problem when I know more than the wiki. I've been doing this so long. So when I was asked in school to name a mammal on an exam, I said dolphin. Rather than cat or dog, because I want to seem smart to the piece of paper and the person that's going to read the piece of paper. I have lots of useless knowledge, might as well apply it for points. And I kept giving answers because I don't know the rules, and I was allowed to keep going. All right, let's go for a different one. Ordo Militarum, which I think oversees the Astra Militarum in some way.
That is one.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to just keep throwing multiple ones after getting one wrong. But maybe I'm being a little pedantic here. After the three guesses, then
I'll give you multiple. I'll give you multiple here, and then when we go back to Christian, we'll just make it. If you get one wrong from now on, it's just.
Is there an Ordo Terra?
There is not on the wiki.
Okay, how about an Order Psychana?
Not listed here. I'm looking at the Lexicanum wiki, which might be.
Well, yeah, that's the one to look at.
Psychana is not one, so you have one more guess, and then yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I gave Christian 3 for some reason.
I thought the first two were correct. They might not be listed, but they exist, I think.
So, Bricky, if you just say something convincing that sounds like it's real, then you can just blame Astra for when you are
that is
given minus 500 points.
I've dug myself a hole there.
That is true. Tythantana.
I do not have that, no.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, you could have just gone up what I did and picked like other ones, like the Ordo Astartes that looks after the Space Marine chapters.
That actually is one.
Seems too. Is it actually? It felt too obvious. Oh well.
Yeah,
all right. Minus 500 on me. Take your 500 points.
I will, and I will definitely be happy to wrangle it again.
So, you maintain control of the boards, Christian. Where would you like to go?
Well, I could do that again and just bully Paul, so I'll do that again and bully Paul for 400.
400. Okay, so
Alright,
for 400.
I hope this is like Centurion something.
All right, 400 is Tyrannid Hive Fleets.
I had one in my head and I've lost it.
Name Greek animals, like mythical Greek creatures.
Shit, maybe I should have a timer.
Hang on. It's in my head. It's coming out. That sounds weird. Hive Fleet Manticore.
Is that one?
Well, so there was one in my head and I completely forgot it. I was thinking like Hive Fleet Bahamut, but I think that's probably Behemoth, isn't it?
Behemoth, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise my next pick was going to be Gorgon and then Tiamat. Great,
Tiamat,
time to
wrong
bully
bloody
Shagrot.
dragon. God damn it. No,
Great, I'll
neither
bully
am
him for 300.
I picked all of them.
All of them.
Sure.
Cool. Katachan.
Yeah.
Terra.
Cadia, if you can count that as a planet still.
I'll give it. Yeah, that's fine. It was a planet.
That's all I've got. That's
Oh,
all I've
is
got.
it?
There's the bird one the Kroot live on. I think that begins with an I.
No, it doesn't begins with a P.
Oh, Peck. I'll call it that.
There you go.
All right, Christian's up points again. Oh dear.
Could have had Mars.
I tried to help Shagrot out when it came to planets, because I'm kind like that. And I wanted the game to keep going to show off more of my knowledge. So it's very self-serving kindness. I know the stuff, but spotting inquisitorial symbols, not my forte apparently.
Christian, you still have control of the board somehow.
Alright, well let's pick something totally different then. Nobody expects the Inquisition for 100 points.
You're going to have to buzz in once you see an Inquisition icon and tell me where it is. So the first one to buzz in gets to answer. That's Paul. Where is it,
It's
Paul?
in the circle of the tank thing, right in the center of the screen.
It is indeed. 100 points to Paul. He's at minus 300.
Hell yeah.
So we go on answering questions.
It's a data sheet difference. I've taken a data sheet from Wikipedia and I've changed something on it. You need to buzz in and tell me what the thing that's changed is. It's a Baneblade. What's changed?
Oh, I got it. What?
I kind of like goblins.
All right, Christian.
It's the toughness. You've changed the toughness.
It is the toughness.
It should be toughness 13.
So Christian gets 200 points.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I always thought the Beyblade moved 10. Forgot that it moved 12.
It is quick, isn't it?
It used to be 9 inches, now it's 12 inches when the Codex came out. So I was winning.
Subconscious brain knew it instinctively, and then as soon as my actual brain engaged, I lost it.
Incredible. So after that, currently Bricky's second at minus 900. Paul's at minus 3,800 now. Christian's still in the positive with 1,100, and Shagrot's at minus 1,400.
Woo, an actual number. We're winning, we're winning, we're winning, we're winning.
It's Pikachu. I don't bloody know.
I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to lose 1,000 points.
A lot of points, yeah. So the answer is, it's actually 14 wounds. The Emperor's Children one, the Emperor's Children one has 2 more wounds, so I reduced it to the normal amount to confuse you guys.
Actually, yeah, screw it. 100 Gene Seed jousting.
Who are you fighting?
Me and Carmen. Carmian. Sorry.
Carmian.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Space Marine chapters.
Oh Christ. Okay, Lamenters,
Ultramarines,
Salamanders,
Blood Angels,
White Scars,
Space Wolves.
Blood Angels.
I've said that.
I will give Christian the points because you duplicated
Praetor
it.
of Orpheus. What was that?
The Emperor's Spears.
Ooh, Wolf Spears.
Is.
The Dark Krakens.
Ooh, that's good. You know, I could just get my box of Deathwatch out and pull out one and see what it
No.
is.
You probably could.
I mean, Death Watch.
Well, if you count Deathwatch, I wasn't gonna. I was gonna go with the Mortifactors.
Minotaurs.
The Blood Ravens.
We might hit
Couldn't get
there
that
for a while.
right. There's also so many Ultramarine ones, like, for example, the Wardens of... No, that's a unit. I'm happy to lose this, otherwise we'll go on forever.
All right, we'll give it to Bricky.
I like 4 more off the dome, but then it was going to start getting a little...
It's definitely the longest one. Yeah.
Here we go. I'm here to prove that I'm not a tourist and I'm not beating the allegations so far.
It seems Shagrot has his own arc and intention for this video. Not to be known as the smart one, but to be known as the not tourist one. The one who does know what he's talking about since he has a channel talking about 40k. Good for him, that probably won't come up in any way later.
All right, so there's always a bigger fish. I'm going to show you the names of 4 miniatures. You need to tell me which miniature is tallest. So this is the old Nightbringer, the Deceiver, Transcendent Catan, or the Victrix.
I would like to use a stratagem.
Oh.
I think that was Bricky.
I think you're throwing the Victrix Honor Guard as sort of like a curveball. I think it's the Deceiver.
That is incorrect.
I kind of like goblins.
I believe that was Shagrot.
The Victrix Honor Guard has to be there because it's too crazy. It has to be true, right? I'm going Victrix.
It is actually the Victrix on the card.
Yeah,
Rebooty Gilliman, the Sanguinor, Belisarius Call, or Logan
I
Grimnar?
kind of like goblins.
Shagrot.
Logan Grimnar. I don't even know the other models off my head, but Logan Grimnar is like shockingly massive, like bigger than an Armiger.
It is not Logan Grimnar. Paul.
I think it's the Sanguinor because he has a very large tactical rock.
It is not the Sanguinor.
God damn it!
Screw it.
I would like to use a stratagem.
Yeah, Bricky.
Why not? Let's just do Gilliman.
It's not Gilliman.
Damn it!
I think I know the answer.
Oh, hang on, what?
Hang on.
I'm going to guess now. I got my guess in first. Is it Belisarius Call?
It is, in fact, Belisarius Call.
The smartest move was to do nothing. It's an easy tactic. Don't answer the questions if you don't know the answer. It's crazy, I know. Yeah, that's a big tactical rock for Logan Grimnar right there.
He's a wide boy, which is great for his Vectora, I'd say, having played against 3 Space Wolves players in the past, 2 weeks, and I'm not salty about it at all.
Christian, where
Okay,
we go?
bigger fish, 200.
Bigger Fish 200. Alright, we've got Mortarion, Fulgrim, Angron, and Magnus. Who's the
I
tallest?
kind of like goblins.
I believe that was
Shagrot, I
Shagrot.
think.
Yeah.
I'm going to be furious if Fulgrim's not the biggest because I've not been able to use that model because he cannot go through walls. He has to be the biggest.
He might be the widest, but he's not the tallest. Paul.
Mortarion.
This is not Mortarion.
I would like to use a stratagem.
Bricky.
Angron?
It's not Angron.
God damn.
Guys, I think it might be Pikachu.
What? Okay. I think someone said Angron, I think someone said Fulgur, I think someone said Mortarion. I'm gonna pick Magnus.
It is Magnus because of his big ass wing.
I literally put those models together. My
Oh, wow,
next door
Angron.
neighbor has Magnus, so we played.
Yeah, Angron's one of the smallest.
Well, I thought his the fact that his wings were aiming upwards actually made him taller than he was. I thought that was kind of the trick.
No, he's quite
It's not
chunky.
actually anywhere
Yeah.
near it. I don't have Mortarion or Magnus, so I don't have any.
Magnus, I got it wrong, so
Well, I'm glad all of us have picked a Chaos God.
And has
he's
no
all
legs.
snaky and coiled. And his wings are down. If his wings were up, he'd be massive.
He's also technically the only one that doesn't have a tactical rock.
I mean, I guess that's the Noise Marines.
Right, Christian, where are we going?
That was a good joke. There's nothing wrong with that joke. But nobody laughed, so
Yeah, that's the problem. No one. But you know, it's the sign of a good joke when no one laughs and then someone goes, "It was a good joke. Well done, Paul. Good job, buddy."
we support you. Yeah, you know, it's the usual thing. Somehow thousands of people struggle through our monthly podcast together.
Somehow.
It's Final Jeopardy time. So, Final Jeopardy, if you have less than 2,000 points, you can bet up to 2,000 points.
We're all just DMing the max amount, right?
You can if you.
yeah,
I mean, if Christian doesn't bet 2,000, he
I mean, how
technically
many
can't
points
lose.
have I got?
You've got 1,700. The next person's at minus 500.
I don't know how this game works.
Don't bet 2,000. Your win means nothing.
Right, so I need to bet, like, if I just did 700, is that a normal number for this game?
If everyone else is betting 2,000 and whoever's lowest gets it right, so they would be up to 1,500.
Whatever
If
you
get
wager, you double if you get
win
it.
by default.
Oh, I like that one. I'll
Well,
do that one.
None of us respect you.
Changes nothing. I bid 100.
Oh.
So it sounds like victory is assured. Even if I lose 100 points and Bricky gets his 2,000 points, that puts him on 1,500 and me on 1,600. On the understanding I was on 1,700 points, it turns out I was on 1,600 points. It also turns out that's not quite how Astra was doing the points. See, as I've looked it up, the game show Jeopardy, you bet a number of points. If you're right, you gain that many points. If you're wrong, you lose that many points. And people with negative scores can't wager. Which would have also been a grand victory for the Von Carmian faction. But in this case, Astra was doing double the wager, if you are correct. So betting 2,000 points means you would gain 4,000 points. Ah, that's a bit different.
Because I guess with this, if whoever buzzes it in, everyone else loses their points, right?
So this one's not a buzzing. This one's a send me the answer, and if no one gets it, I will give it to the person who got closest. Okay, so your final Jeopardy question is, how many Warhammer 40K miniature kits did Games Workshop release in 2025?
You know, I just DM'd the very first number to come to my mind. I'm starting to think I might overshot it.
No, same actually. I did basically the exact same thing.
Dude, I trust the first thing to come to my brain.
The answers you've given are, before I show the answer, Christian, you've given 84. Paul's given 125. Bricky's given 25, which seems exceedingly low in my opinion, but
Indeed.
Shagrot has given me 77.
Bricky's going Price is Right rules, I think.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. I was thinking like kits, like a kit, and every Chaos one had like one kit.
But we're not including like the Blood Angels upgrade kit and the Ultramarines upgrade kit and the Black Templars upgrade kit.
So the answer was 71 kits.
If I had given any of the meme answers, I would have won 69, 6-7. I should have tried to be the funny one. I would have also been the smart one. But here comes Shagrot like a goblin doom diver.
So that means the closest was Shagrot, which means he gains, because he bet 2,000, he gains 4,000 points. Which means he goes from minus 1,200 to, quick maths, 2,800.
Oh,
They tried to put me on medication to stop me saying the first thing to come to my mind, and it will never work, dude. Trust the first thing to come to your mind.
So I was confounded at the end. Don't you hate 40k games where the end of turn 5 has a massive 25-point swing, making all our turns pointless? It would be like the Lord of the Rings, but a ring wraith takes the ring from Frodo at the foot of Mount Doom. Forget everything nice I said about them at the start. These people denied me my rightful points. My rightful place as the smart one who knows the things. Oh, Paul, you know, he's only available for recording a couple of hours in the day because most of the time he's in a fugue state, slumped on the floor, surrounded by open Centurion boxes. We need Games Workshop to stop selling them so that other people do not end up like Paul. Oh, Bricky, he took some points off me. Well, before the show, he was listing his favorite genocides based on the number of children that were flayed. He did this unprompted. It's how he starts conversations. Shagrot, like all Emperor's Children players, he needs a small range of models because half the time spent building is spent inhaling the glue instead of applying it to the models. And you, who set this all up? Who spells Vail with an A? I need to get new friends.
Final scores, going from last to first. Paul with a whopping minus 7,900 in last place. Well done, Paul.
You know what? I'll take it.
Bricky, second to last, minus 2,500.
Wow, that is a distance. Paul, what have you done?
I answered every question to the best of my ability when I shouldn't have. I overextended again.
I mean, Christian's strategy of answer after everyone else's answer seemed to work quite well for a few turns, but not for this one. So at the end there, he's at 1,600 points. But Shagrot with the 4,000 point gain there at the end is at 2,800, so he gets first place.
Hey.
The writer of this anime episode decided that I was the villain, to be set up with an unbeatable number of points. A role I was happy to play. The Seto Kaiba who can crush anyone, except I'm not rich. Or an orphan, and I don't have a dragon obsession. I have a drop cathedral obsession. A big hammer lady obsession. So my points climbed only to give the real hero of the episode, Shagrot, the curveball, here to pull some super powerful stunt right at the end and demolish my life points. I do love games that don't matter until the last 5 minutes.
Welcome to Jeopardy.
Thanks to Astra Vail for making this happen. And I then thought, the recording is done. The Jeopardy is over. So I stopped my video and switched to voice only. So the end bit is just a genuine chat between us.
I mean, if you guys enjoyed it, we can try and do it again.
So which one gets the
called a tourist?
Oh, Shag, please. We're all tourists. You'll forever be a tourist. You're in the community of Warhammer. We're all tourists. If anything, I'm the Yank here. I'm the most touristy.
I'm a Libra.
In a lot of my videos, I get told that, like, I'll never be Bricky. I'll never be Paul. If you guys think Bricky is like the Warhammer guy, go filter his channel by most popular videos, everyone.
Yeah, you're gonna find League of Legends and PUBG.
I mean, they say that, but look who's winning now. You know, I'm at minus whatever bajillion, Bricky's at minuses. You're the winner of today. The least touristy of all the tourists.
That is really true. Also, anyone who says any "you'll never be Bricky" comments sounds like the kind of thing where it's like, man, you'll never be 9th place. Keep trying, kid.
Yeah. you'll never be Bricky, good. We already have a Bricky.
But-
You can be the best Shagrot you can
And
be.
we really don't need another one. One's enough, man.
I think I'm too much sometimes.
Well, you
I
own
never
you
said
own
that
too
to
many
you,
of
Paul.
certain things, but
That's okay. I know my place. I'm the goof. I tried my best. Okay, I tried to answer the questions.
Good job, Paul.
Good job, Paul.
Good job, Paul.
Everyone is a tourist compared to me, unless you played from Rogue Trader and never stopped. But it doesn't matter, as long as you enjoy it, for however long you enjoy it. And that is why I end my videos by saying, have a great day of 40K.